So, we're off to Georgia. Not bad for 3 in the morning. The stunning country of Georgia in Eastern Europe. I've got no preconceived ideas of the food and the food culture here. I love it. Look at the colours. I have no idea what this is. I'm exploring a ton of restaurants and food markets for inspiration. Gamajoba. I mean, that sauce could be massive back home. As a chef, this is incredibly exciting. I'm making plenty of mates along the way. This is where I embarrass myself. I mean,
look at the shape.
That's not my finest moment. It's really delicious. But there's a national pastime here that I'm dying to get my teeth into. A proper celebration of friendship, music, food and wine called a Supra. That was what I came to Georgia for. Supra, here I come.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's it, my brother. So I'm brushing up on my Georgian. Churchkella.
Okay, Churchkella.
Churchkella. And heading to the Kakheti wine region, where almost 3/4 of all of Georgia's wine grapes are grown. Look at this. It's just absolutely stunning. You must be John.
Yes. How
You
are
alright,
you?
my friend?
Yeah. Great. Welcome. It's time of year to taste the new wine.
Haven't I turned up at a really good time?
It's a perfect time.
As well as great wine, big things are also happening in the kitchen. I've been invited to a Supra, which is an incredible feast. And I'm not just going to be drinking and eating. No. We're going to get in the kitchen and do some cooking. I love it. Everyone joins in, everyone can get amongst it. This idea that the table brings people together. It's lovely. Keto and Gia's kitchen is joyfully packed full of fresh herbs and spring veggies, ready for the big feast. So this Supra, how many dishes are you going to be making?
More than 10.
Not a lot for Georgia.
Maybe 15.
Standard.
Oh really?
Yes.
So what's the standard then?
Maybe 30.
30?
Yeah.
So you're doing a very restrained 10?
Yes.
Yeah. But quality, not quantity?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Georgian Supra is made up of loads of small sharing dishes. But that's the only small thing about it. The recipes follow the seasons. And in the springtime, that means one dish in particular.
It's chakapuli.
Chakapuli.
Chakapuli,
Yes.
yeah. Young lamb with fresh spring herbs.
Ah! You've got the bones in there. It's just water, yeah? No
And
pepper.
salt. Now I will add herbs.
So what have we got in here? Rocket, mint,
Mint.
tarragon, spring onions.
Exactly.
So it's almost the same amount of herbs as there is lamb. The smell is amazing.
We have green plums. It's very baby. And,
Yeah.
I guess the theory is that these are sour and
Yeah.
then that cuts through the fat of the lamb.
exactly.
I'm loving what I'm learning about Georgian cooking. And finally, I'm allowed to help. What a place to cook. Come on, look at this. So what are we making?
We are making raw beetroot salad, but first I'm gonna give you very special liquid. maybe.
Okay, what we got then?
Okay, there's a cha-cha. It's made out of the grapes.
Right.
It's a shortcut to happiness. So,
How do I drink it? Just
okay. And take a shot. Good.
It's good. I can feel it going around my blood right now. I think my recipe is going to become slightly more creative.
I know. Okay, this is
The cha-cha's working already because I haven't got a clue what's going on. I've never met a country as obsessed or more obsessed about herbs than I am. Maybe I've come to my herbaceous home. This is my herbaceous home.
You are in your heaven.
Yeah.
I think.
In goes garlic, summer savoury, and then that iconic Georgian ingredient again, the unripe green plums, this time as a puree called tremali.
And tremali is a sauce which unites all these flavors. You're welcome.
Can I do that for you?
Yes.
This salad's going to be extraordinary. We have the cilantro, the coriander.
Mint.
We're going to go mint. So tell me about the culture of Supra.
So, Supra is very sacred for Georgians because it contains the food, wine, singing, dancing, exchanging of our thoughts, toasting to each other. Because you express yourself and you know people in 15 minutes. So Supra is about making people closer.
I love it.
Toast, huh?
Okay, to Georgia.
To Georgia.
To delicious food, beautiful people, wonderful culture, and to toasting. It's less painful to drink this time round.
You know what we say?
I think the first one's working.
Your enemy should be empty like this glass.
Back to the salad. So I chop this up.
Yes, please.
So in with a big handful of mint.
Yeah.
And now I toss
you
it up?
toss it. Yeah. Just gently.
Gently.
Yes.
Okay.
With love.
Okay, with love. Let's review what we've got in here. Fresh grated beetroots, salt,
Yeah.
pepper,
Pepper.
a little sugar,
Little sugar.
a little balsamic vinegar, but it could be red wine vinegar.
Exactly.
We've got loads of fresh herbs.
Fresh herbs like red tremali,
Yeah,
plum sauce,
Yeah.
green
yeah,
plum sauce, the sour cherry.
yeah.
And now you taste it.
It's delicious. It's fresh, it's clean, it's got the fragrance of the herbs and the sweetness of the beets with all of these beautiful plums and cherries. Wow. But this idea of using fruit with root vegetables is really clever. Should we get going?
Yes,
Come
let's
on,
go.
then.
Of the 10 to 15 dishes I can see being prepared,
Oh, yeah.
it's clear that all of them use herbs.
What's really interesting is they're cooking rice, but they're still getting loads of botanicals in there, which is flavour, but it's also nutrition. Georgian food is like super nutritious. It's almost like meat is the side dish and the veg is the highlight. What I feel is there's a lot of old traditions here that haven't been spoiled, haven't been forgotten.
This is a wild asparagus.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Can I make a guess? Lots of herbs.
Lots of herbs.
They've made a very simple, very humble chicken broth, but then they mix the walnuts and they thicken the broth. And the spices make the normal extraordinary. I mean, look at that. It's super rustic, but incredibly tasty, incredibly nutritious, and an amazing technique that I've never seen before. Can't wait to try it.
It's showtime. Friends and family are here, and the table is laden with those promised dishes that I'm so excited to try. Cured meats, wild garlic salads, locally made cheeses, and fermented blossoms.
Hey, come on, you lovely people.
Friends.
Welcome.
Beautiful. So, the Supra. Very exciting.
Yeah, basically a Supra is whenever you have a couple of friends together
A couple?
drinking glasses of wine. It can be 3 people or it can be 300 people.
Right. So how does it work normally in a Supra? Is there a flow? Like, do you start with raw or
It's
cold
absolute
things or-
freedom.
Right. Anything, no
mix
rules.
and choose, you eat, and the reason you have like 1 plate for every 5 people is so you don't have to pass plates far away. Like everything's in 1 arm's reach.
Okay. I love it.
You have to be careful though, because to survive a Georgian Supra means you have to have a certain amount of discipline.
To hold back.
Otherwise, there's going to be beautiful things coming at the end, and you might not make it if
And you'll
there's
be
not
full.
a small amount of reserve.
Okay.
So,
This really is a feast, isn't it?
yeah.
And by the way, she said 10 dishes. There's way more than 10 dishes here. You lied.
I lied.
But having a Supra like this is still like normal in Georgia.
This is very normal.
Look at
in
this.
Georgia.
Wow. Right, let's try this chakapuli. Come on. Look at that. It's so good. It's got some feelings of the hot pots from back home, but with the herbs, it's kind of like a different level, isn't it? It's just so fresh. I love it. That is delicious.
And there's a huge barbecue going on for the next course.
Beautiful.
And the cooked meat is finished with one of my favourite things.
Here we go. Yes! Pomegranate juice. I've never done that before, but it makes total sense. Gorgeous. Thank you, my friend. Beautiful pork, crispy fat, the sweet and sourness of the pomegranates. Delicious. That is brilliant. I've never used pomegranate juice like that, almost like lemon juice. When you go to the Mediterranean and you're doing pork chops and things like that. But here, the pomegranates, amazing, it's super clever. I love it.
So another important part of the Georgian feast is what they call a tamada. Someone that presides over the feast and organizes it in terms of toasts. Now, toasts are not meant to be only for the person that introduces them. Other people are encouraged to add their own thoughts, ideas, and feelings. In Georgia, friendship is very important. So everyone here is new and old friends. Welcome to the family. Very, very happy to have you here for friendship.
Friendship.
Al Marjas.
Bless you all. Cheers. I love it. We did forge a friendship in Cha-Cha. Look, the dumplings are here. Do you mind if I say a few words? I just want to say thank you so much, everybody, to friendship and to sharing inspiration. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
Cheers, Jamie. We want to see sour plums and tarragon appear in your cooking.
Yes, I promise. This journey of discovery has been amazing for me. The focus on food, like everyone loves food. What's been really powerful is the use of vegetables, the different ways to cook it, the ways of flavouring it with fruit. Visiting Georgia has been such an incredible experience.